A ton of brand new amazing games have been announced to be coming out in these upcoming years. In this video, we will tackle the 5 much awaited upcoming game sequels that have been confirmed but have no definite release date yet. Diablo 4, an upcoming hack and slash action role playing game developed by Blizzard Entertainment. 8 years have passed since the initial release date of the previous installment of the Diablo series. As expected, many of the franchise fans were overwhelmed and excited when Blizzard Entertainment teased us with the Diablo 4 trailer last November 2019 at BlizzCon. Like most Diablo series, the game will most likely feature an open world random generated map and a series of quests where you'll meet different characters and fight monstrous enemies. But what's interesting, Blizzard Entertainment said that the art, the story, and the horror elements that we love in the first 2 games of the franchise will be back. Another turn of events here is that the main antagonist won't be Diablo himself, but instead, it will be the daughter of Mephisto, Lilith. 3 out of 5 champions are already revealed in the trailer. This includes the Barbarian, the Druid, and lastly, the Sorceress. Her mastery of magic is an iconic part of the whole Diablo series. We might not see the actual game release anytime soon. Actually, at BlizzCon 2019, the game director himself said that he doesn't expect the game to be finished anytime soon. Baldurs Gate 3, officially announced at E3 and is being developed by Divinity Original Sin's Larian Studios. Larian Studios has recently hired more developers and designers for Baldur's Gate 3. It looks like the studio is in development for a while and it might be releasing soon enough. Baldur's Gate 1 was released 22 years ago in 1998, while the second installment was released during the year 2000. Afterwards, an enhanced version of those games were released last 2012 and 2013 by BioWare Corporation. Baldur's Gate 3 is a fantasy role-playing game that takes place in a fictional place called Forgotten Realms. The game focuses on controlling a protagonist of the player's own creation using the deep character customization of the game. You can choose to be a human, elf, half-elf, gnome, halfling, and half-orc. Or if you like, you can play as an origin character with a handcrafted background. The gameplay will be similar to Divinity Original Sin. You shall defeat your opponents in deep, tactical, turn-based combat, use the environment as a weapon, use height to your advantage, and use every arsenal in your inventory. Baldur's Gate 3 might be coming to early access sometime in late 2020 or early 2021. Beyond Good and Evil 2, an upcoming action-adventure video game published by Ubisoft. The development of the game started off as a rumor filled with uncertainty and doubt, until it was officially announced by Ubisoft at E3 2017.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 is an action-adventure game set in an open-world environment and played from a third-person perspective. The player could also travel in a spacecraft with crew members that can also improve over time. The story focuses before the events of the original game. The first game was released 17 years ago on November 11, 2003. The story follows the adventures of Jade, an investigative reporter and martial artist who works with a resistance movement to reveal a planet-wide alien conspiracy. The player controls Jade and her allies, solving puzzles, fighting enemies, and obtaining evidence to reach their goals. From the looks of it, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is early in development and it doesn't even have confirmed platforms yet, let alone a release window. Nevertheless, the game looks promising and holds a lot of potential. Even if we wait for a while, I think it's safe to say that this game will not disappoint. Dragon Age. The Dread Wolf Rises is the current working title of the fourth installment of the series. The teaser trailer was released during the 2018 Game Awards. It was only a minute short, showing a dwarven artifact that was shown on Dragon Age 2. The image shown at the end of the trailer portrays the dwarven artifact in the center, a shadow of what seems to be a man to the left, and a shadow of a beast that looks like a wolf to the right. The production of the game started after the release of the latest game of BioWare, Anthem. The previous installment of Dragon Age was released last 2014. Dragon Age Inquisition received a lot of positive reviews and praise from critics and users alike. Because of that, a lot was hyped when they saw the teaser trailer for the next Dragon Age game. For now, there's nothing much to be said about the new Dragon Age. It will be a long time before we see a release window for this one. The Elder Scrolls 6. The Elder Scrolls is an open-world action RPG series developed by Bethesda where the first installment of the game, The Elder Scrolls Arena, was introduced way back in 1994, followed by a very successful sequel called The Elder Scrolls 2, Daggerfall in 1996. It's been over 8 years since the release of the fan-favorite game, The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim, back in November of 2011, and fans are itching for another sequel already. Years after the release of Skyrim, there are rumors circulating about a sequel and it was finally confirmed by the director and executive producer of Bethesda, Todd Howard, back in E3 2018. Though he stated that we should all be patient as this will take a long time because they are prioritizing the development of Starfield before giving us the Elder Scrolls 6. There is very little confirmed information about the sequel so far, and all of us will have to be satisfied with a few rumors that we have so far, such as the game could be called Redfall. This rumor stemmed from a trademark dispute of ZeniMax Media, which is Bethesda's parent company, in claiming the word Redfall. Could this be an untold place within Tamriel? Or maybe it isn't a place at all? Nevertheless, all of us should keep ourselves busy as we wait for Bethesda to give us our craving for another Imperial setting monster slaying game as they finish their space theme RPG for the moment. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and you can also follow us on Twitter. Thanks for watching!